Everybody, welcome to my channel. I'm going to do a really quick a garden tour for June. It's about to get dark here, so I'm just going to walk around and show you guys some of the highlights and the beauty of this place. So these are Wade's giant corn, and then I also have some bloody butcher corn back here. But look at this. This is Wade's giant corn, and it is taller than my garage. And you can see the stalks on these are pretty big. Look at that. Pretty big. So this is called Wade's giant corn, and I got this from Baker's Creek. And I am in love with most of their products. The ones that I've purchased. Okay, and then these are spoon tomatoes. They're supposed to be the smallest tomatoes ever. As you can see, they are teeny tiny. And I do have some developing and turning red, which is cool because I have a plan for those. I have a nice little plan for those. Okay, and then this is the beginnings of my watermelon patch. As you can see, it's starting to spread out. And I even have some fertilizer, at least one anyway, that I've spotted. Sometimes they hide, so. But we got a little one there. Let me see, where is she? There she is. There she is. There's my Max. So we have the watermelon, and then this is cantaloupe. And I finally spotted a female cantaloupe on here this morning. And now I just have to find it again. Here it is. A female cantaloupe. So we are about to be harvesting some cantaloupe. We got some tomatoes. I'm not sure what kind of tomatoes those are. Those are self-seeded. Tomatoes are known for that, it seems, because they did that a lot here. Those are Hoppy Black Dye sunflowers, and this is sorghum. There are two types. I have Mennonite and Honey Drip. Those are also from Baker's Creek, and they are doing wonderfully. They are now up to this fence, which is probably about 4'8", so they're doing really well. So are those sunflowers. This is black flint corn in this bed here. I think it's Detroit black flint corn, I think is what it's called. And I also got this corn from Baker's Creek. And also this is another one of my watermelon beds. And this is the orange glow melon, which I also got from, let's say it with me, Baker's Creek. These are California cow peas, and those I purchased also from Baker's Creek. That is one that I have in every one of my raised beds, is some cow peas, because I plan on drying and making flour out of them, and this is just one of my favorite beans. Then we have tomatoes back here. I have white tomatoes, Hungarian heart tomatoes, and these are bumblebee, and then I have some brown sugar tomatoes back in here. These are Job's Tears. As you can see, these are just so pretty to me. I'm sure the seeds are going to start falling off of these soon. So, yeah, Job's Tears. Those are really cool. And then my Russian opened, but look at him. I mean, he's totally like ignoring me. He has his back to me. And then when I went over on the other side to try to see it, I still couldn't see his face. It's like the Russian is facing away from us. He's being defiant. So, and then this Russian mammoth, you see how it just started drooping. And then all of these are about to open, and they're all now taller than I am. So some of these are like the giant sun disc. I think that's what these are, which I cannot wait to see. And some more chocolate cherry sunflowers in here. And then we got some little small sunflowers that are growing down at the bottom. And we have some key lime. Max, get away from there. We have some key lime marigolds. And I told him to get away from the new split that my husband did, that we did. So those are key lime marigolds. And so speaking of the bees, so this is the new bee area, which sits right next to the factory and the hospital, is the bee arms. And then I'm going to get another a hive and paint that one as well, and it'll be bee arms too. So there'll be two hives sitting here eventually. And so we have stevia in here, That is corn. I think there's also Wade's giant corn. And then we have the short stuffs. Look at this. What? We have short stuffed sunflowers. And then we have their huge tall mothers, even though they're not, but we have their huge tall counterparts. Sort of reminds me of like a child standing underneath its mom. That's what I'm getting here. I know. I can't be dramatic. So, these are my gladiolas, and you know what I noticed today? Let me show you. I have one that is opening. Actually, I have two. This beautiful red and that wonderful yellow. When all of these open, I cannot wait to show you guys how beautiful those are. But they get like heavy and they fall forward. So, you get them when they first open and they're all aligned and pretty. This is a showstopper right here. Okay, so then also back here we have more corn. These are pear tomatoes, which are going crazy. We got some cucumbers in there that are just vining out, just to vine out. I was trying to block this area off so that Max couldn't go over there because he was going over there and I don't know what he was doing. And as you can see, he just made his own little path through there anyway because it is Max. And Max is Max. Okay, so next bed, we have the Kamatsuna mustard greens. And again, cowpeas that are growing wonderfully now. These are ground cherries that are growing back in there. And then this is another sunflower wall. And these are mostly chocolate cherries. And I think those are salt and smoke sunflowers. I have to look that up. I can't remember. I'm going to put it in the description below. We got some corn down here. We have my Kahari melons. And look at this one now. We have a couple on here, but that is the biggest one currently. And that's a runner-up. Okay, now let's go over to the next bed. You know what? Let's go this way. Go past my husband that's sitting there. And then this is a wildflower bed that I planted. It has basket flowers, scarbosas, glorias, Hawaiian marigolds. This is hoppy red dye amaranth. This is key lime marigolds, zinnias, purple print zinnias, bells of Ireland. These are black beans that I have growing. Under there you can see the toothache plants sticking out. And there's more corn here. Looks like this is starting to dry. You can see the husk is starting to dry. I have some baby melons here. They're not supposed to get any bigger than a football. As you can see, these are some of the baby watermelons. These are Richmond green apple cucumbers. That's what those are. And they're going all the way up. And you can see there's one that I'm probably going to pull that one tomorrow. But that is a Richmond green apple cucumber. And then this is my whatever. I was going to say piece of resistance. That's not right. But whatever. But this is what that is. You know what I'm going for there. Look at this. This is the sunflower wall that will live in infamy, y'all. Okay? This is a new thing. So that is that part. And then underneath there are cucumbers. This is my cucumber wall. Let me see if I see any cucumbers because there are many of them on here. This is one of those Indian cucumbers. I cannot wait to see how big this gets. They're supposed to be really, really long. They're called Indian snakes. This is a cucumber here. I think those are white spine. And I saw some white cucumbers in here too. But there's a lot of stuff growing on this cucumber wall. There's one. Look how cute those are. Just adorable. Little babies. And then I try to direct it up. I see there's a little white one. But this is my cucumber wall. It's doing wonderfully. These are nostrums. This here also is my wildflower bed, as you can see. It is beautiful. This is a grapevine. One of my hanging pots. That was my new one today, the poppy. Got my dwarf sunflowers. Zinnias. Cosmos, more of the hoppy red dye amaranths. They are just beautiful. There's just so many things back there. You'll probably get lost. You can stand over here for hours finding things in here. This is a plant called the lion's ear or clipdaga. This is a clipdaga, and that is a clipdaga plant as well. So we have those. And then one of my favorite here is this green envy zinnia. Look at that bad boy. Beautiful. So this is my pollinator garden, my pollinator bed. Okay. This is a tomato from one of my neighbors. This is also another one of my trellis walls. These are tomatoes. I have about 4 or 5 different varieties of tomatoes in here. And I'm just going to keep that trimmed because this is this little sitting area that we have back here that needs to get all done. But what I'm doing is trying to keep the tomatoes from growing on this side so we can just get the shade that they'll provide. So it's coming in really nicely. So yeah, that is my tomato wall. And then this is the bed that had the wheat that we only was able to harvest probably not even anywhere near a pound of wheat from here. So I'm going to replant something in here, but I have to plan my fall, what I want to put in there for the fall. And we're going to come down. This is the honey factory beehive, as you can see. And this is the bee hospital hive. And that is all the things that are along the sides. And then I also have my archway. And so a sunflower just sprouted out here. So this is one of the sunflowers. I'm going to leave it because it's just so cute. And I think that it's loving where it is because sunflowers love sun. So I'm just going to leave that thing. That thing is huge. And then these are Peru sugar bowl gourds. They're butterflies and everything everywhere. There's just so much wildlife. But these are sugar bowl gourds. And they are encasing this entire archway, which is what I wanted. And we are filling in. We just got to get this side right here. But we are totally filling in, and it's looking good. We even got some massive bowls. Let me show you the size of this thing. If you think of look at our hand, this probably is about a pound or so already. And there is another huge one. There are a lot of them on here. And I think my bees are pollinating these. They're everywhere. So I'm pretty sure they're going to be hanging all down in here, knocking people in the head. But good, because maybe it'd knock you in the head. You'll take one home with you. Grow something different. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. And then along the bottoms of all of these beds in the archway are beans, cowpeas. I did some Ogden beans. And yellow beans and green beans. So that's what all these are. You can see some beans on these. You can see the cowpeas. And I saw there are some green beans. So yeah, and then as you can see, the flowers on here are open because it is dusk. And the pollinators, the night pollinators, can see these flowers because they're white, and the moon will bounce off the background and give it light, so the pollinators are able to see those. So is that not cool? And as you can see, they're open everywhere. Let me show you the ones open on top. Can you see? Like, they're everywhere up there. It's just so pretty. You can see all the flowers. And then one more thing, these are black beans, and I have them growing in a little side pot. So yeah, that is a really quick walkthrough of my garden. I have put so much thought into this garden this year, and I am so far happy with the results. I think everything is turning out really beautiful. It's growing in like I wanted, with the taller plants in the back and the smaller ones in the front. And it is, every time someone walks back here, they're like, oh my gosh, this is in the heart of the city. Yes, it is. It will amaze you. It will amaze you, just coming in and walking in unexpected and then bow, so grow something beautiful. And yeah, I will see you in the next video. Like and subscribe as the garden turns, and check out my husband's channel, Bees, Beds, and Boxing, where he talks about every one of those topics that I just named. And good night, guys. Bye.